Hello everyone, my name is Miriam Neri, and today I will be talking about the age of distraction. Are we consuming or being consumed? Now I want you guys, the audience, to picture this. You're just sitting down and chilling and you get a notification on your phone. One video leads to another when you're scrolling on TikTok. One episode becomes another episode. Next thing you know, it's been hours, the sun's gone down, and your brain feels like a mush. By show of hands, how many times has this happened to you? Oh, exactly, yeah, been there, done that. We live in a day and age where technology is endless. From Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. There's always something that's ready to grab your attention. However, we need to ask ourselves, are we consuming this consciously or is it consuming us? Now let's talk about the attention economy. We're not just users, we're the products essentially. According to former Google ethicist Tristan Harris, tech companies are not in a race to make the best product with the best quality. They're in a race to capture your attention. The longer you're going to stay on a certain platform, the more ads that you're going to be getting and the more revenue that they will be making. And it's not evil, it's just business. However, we're the ones paying with our own time. Invented in 2006, Infinite Scroll was made, and it may seem like a small invention. However, studies have shown that it has been shown to significantly increase user screen time. And the scariest part is that users don't even realize that they're subconsciously making this decision. Essentially, they believe that it's the algorithm leading them to that. However, this is why it works: dopamine. Now, dopamine is a chemical in our brain, and it plays a big role in motivation and reward. Now, why is this relevant? Now, whenever you get a notification on your phone, just a like, or when you laugh at a certain reel or a TikTok, your brain gets a little hit of a dopamine. And it's not bad at first. However, when you get these frequent hits of dopamine constantly, then your brain starts to adapt to it. And then, when your brain adapts to this, what now first felt like joy feels like the bare minimum. And why does this matter? Well, this brings us into passive and active consumption. Well, of course, I'm not saying that entertainment is the enemy. I love a good movie night just as much as anybody else would. However, there is a big difference between watching a movie that inspires you and getting sucked into content for 5 hours that you won't even remember in the next 10 minutes. Now, according to a study in South Florida, while doing a task for just 20 minutes and then just going to digital interruption, such as just going on your phone for TikTok, it takes around 23 minutes to refocus. We're not just losing time, we're also losing depth. So why should we care? Why does this matter? Well, around 2000, 25 years ago, the average attention human span was around 12 seconds, which seemed decent. Well, now 25 years later, in this day and age, the average attention human span is around 8 seconds, which is sadly 4 seconds shorter than the average what it was 25 years ago. Now getting these constant entertainment all the time, it starts to make us feel bored with certain things, and we're not just caught up in the moment anymore. We're just on our phones. If you compare this to back in the day around the 90s, people were always on their phones. Technology was only like at their house, at a computer, or just at the cell phone. In this day and age, technology is everywhere, from your wrist to an Apple Watch, from your hand to a phone, and even on your face with artificial intelligence and with virtual reality, with virtual reality. Now, there are certain ways to fix this. First of all, there are 4 ways. The first one would be to turn off autoplay on certain apps. Because entertainment, essentially, it's not the problem. It's just to limit and choose what we're doing, to become intentional with what we're consuming. Start putting time limits on certain apps so you're not just scrolling for so many hours. And also choose the content that you want to watch. Don't just scroll because of a habit. Just be intentional. And last but not least, create your own content. There are so many things that people are passionate about, such as music, art, and films. Make a blog, a podcast, and make yourself benefit from this instead of just scrolling for hours and not benefiting anything. Now, as I said, entertainment, it's not the problem. It is so powerful. Entertainment connects people, and it even teaches us new things every day. However, when you're 20 videos deep down in a rabbit hole, you need to ask yourself this: am I consuming this or is it consuming me? Thank you.